We're in the middle of celebrating Angela. Sorry, Angela, keep going.
Hey, well, I mean, I don't know what else. Just so the weekend before that had been the writers boot camp, and I had gotten lots of ideas in that one. And then Derek Rydell's one was basically saying if you don't unlock what the core wound is, all the other stuff that you're doing is not going to make a difference, right? So that was interesting. And the Alex Lloyd thing is basically the same thing. Get at that cellular memory that's locked in there. And so I've started with his protocols. And the other book that I ordered was, what's his name? Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Thinking.
Wow.
What is it called? And it's meditations.
Oh,
Not
nice.
meditation, so you're just listening. So yeah, so just happy writing most every other day. And yeah, so
That's great.
there.
Congratulations. I want to hear more about this Derek Rydell thing that you guys did 3 days in a row for 8 hours a day. Good golly. That would be like intense. I hope you took notes.
It was free. Well, I mean, you could buy the upgrade and have the links and everything, but I mean, it wasn't, yeah. So it was amazing.
Well, good. I'm glad you attended. I'm glad you got a lot out of it. And if you have any notes on it, I'd love to see your notes. That'd be
I,
exciting.
I have notes, but I probably can't read them. But there was introductory there was an introductory thing to that before that weekend. He's
Mhm.
just started this program this week, and it's a half a year of coaching with him, and
Uh-huh.
all about to use AI to launch your stuff, because he was very pushy, trying to make us understand the urgency of, if you
Uh-huh.
don't get stuff out there now, there's going to be such an influx of stuff coming out,
Mhm.
yeah, that you'll be lost in the noise. So just
Yeah.
get it out there now, basically. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Well, fascinating. I'm so glad
Oh,
Dorothy was able to join us. We're going to celebrate Julie now. Julie, what's been going on
All
in your
right.
world?
Oh my gosh, I want to celebrate everything. It's really fun because a friend of mine, she always pulls angel cards, and she said, "Well, can I pull one for you?" And it was called, on it was celebration, and I'm thinking, okay, this is a year of celebration. So good things are happening. Um,
English speaking Westerner.
what's that?
I'm not sure, but that's
Okay.
okay.
Uh, but anyway, my wins are that, um, in the face of reality of my physical pain and discomfort, I'm just showing up for the treatments and for the chiropractic appointments and the physical therapy and everything. So, I'm just showing up and asking the angels. And yesterday was really great, a good, affirmation or confirmation that the angels are all around and they're here to assist me. And so, uh, yeah, it's like I don't know who said that, but I'm sure it's been repeated many times, the attitude adjustment angels. They're working overtime at my house right now. So there we go.
That's great. How can it get even better than this?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yes. How can it get even better than this? So,
And
yeah.
how's little Theo doing?
Oh, he's getting better. He's got a little cough, and it's so cute because it's like his whole face contorts when he goes. It's almost like I'm thinking, okay, Theo, are you faking that little cough, or are you, it's like he gets a little more attention when he has a little cough. But anyway, they're all better. They're getting, I mean, just
That's
precious, precious.
great.
Yeah,
That's wonderful. I'm so happy to hear that.
thank you.
Cool. Well, Ruthie, I'm so glad you made it today. Tell me all about what you've got to unmute, and then we'd love to celebrate you.
Oh, goody. Okay. So, well, I'm so excited because
the Derek Rydall thing, I've been attending a lot of his Zooms and things for several years, and so they're so wonderfully enlightening for helping you realize all the things you didn't know. And so basically, I have a program that allows me to record the programs. So I did record it, and it's in 3 parts though because it's so long. But I will put the links to them in the chat. And
Wow, thank
that was
you.
that was the thing that Angela was saying. His free offer. But anyway, what I'm really excited about is that I've been getting really farther on my book. And I'm so excited. It's like coming down the home stretch, So it's like I built up this momentum, and now it feels like I'm I've gotten to the part where I feel like it's coming to wrapping it up. So I'm very happy. And that makes me excited. And in doing it, it's like always, it's very revelatory for me because I'm continuing to understand more. It's like the journaling, you read about it. And just like what Angela was saying about when Derek said that you have to know what your core wound is, or you cannot if you don't know where you are. It's kind of like GPS. If you just type in where you want to go, but it doesn't know where you are unless you allow it to know your location. Well, we have to allow ourselves to know our location. So that's it.
Wow,
Find our
brilliant.
location. We can say, oh, that's where I am. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I want to go.
So important. That is amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for your generosity. Because if you have some links that we can, like a Dropbox link or something like
That's
that,
what it is. That's what it is.
perfect. Then I
Yeah.
know with Dropbox link, you have to actually download it before you can watch it.
Well, it's not that you have to, but it works better because then
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about the bandwidth, the streaming thing
Right.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And we've got David here. We haven't seen you in a while, David. I'm so glad you could join us. We're about to celebrate Kelly. Kelly, could you unmute? We're so happy you're here too. I missed you for a couple weeks and it was my bad. I was out last week.
Oh, that's funny. I thought, well, I'm just going to download this right now. So I was in my Dropbox. So thank you, Ruthie. How nice. So is it each one is 8 hours long? Is that what you're saying?
No. I think they're all, I don't know, they're probably 3 hours each or something. But
That's still pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have had a very interesting week, and I'm very, very grateful to be here. I have new glasses that came in a week early. I got them yesterday. I got a notice today that my new computer is in, and it's not supposed to be here till next week either. So I just did a I want to say space, but a cybersecurity class. And it's like, oh my gosh. And one of the things she said, so I'm going to pass it along to you guys because we're all on the computer all the time, is that we all should have a VPN, which is a virtual protection network. I don't know anything more than that. I think that it's like, and David, maybe you know, I think it's like anti-spam protector kind of thing, but on a bigger scale for our whole network. But she said we should definitely have that. And the attackers are getting smarter and faster all the time, and it's billions of dollars that they have scammed this year. So beware, don't click on links. Don't click on links or on PDFs. Anyway, that's that. One of my lessons this week. I finished the 40 days with John Randolph Price, the abundance thing, and the next day, no, it wasn't the next day, but it was when I was almost done. I got 2 referrals in the same morning. And one is for 3 to 5 million for a famous person, which would be really delightful right here in Pasadena. So that would be really delightful. They were in the Pacific Palisades fire and they didn't burn, but they don't want to be anywhere near any mountains. They want to be flat. So I was like, okay, I'm the perfect person for them. And I've done a lot of things for this person that referred her. And she's like, I want to pay you back in some way because you've done so much for me, because she's going through a really ugly, long, long, long divorce. And so that was fun. But then the other one was from a past client in Santa Rosa for someone in India, which is 3 miles away. I mean, 3 hours away for a mobile home. It's like, could I have gotten too extremes? So anyway, I just feel like I see my time is out, but I just feel like I've been in the flow. Like I have been in the right place at the right time, bumping into people that I want to see. And, there was another fire, believe it or not, in the neighborhood a couple nights ago. And so I got to see all my friends that live right there since then. And it happened on Sunday night. So that was good. And I mean, that I got to see them and everybody's safe. And they don't know yet how this garage caught on fire, but pretty scary for those poor people right there. So I'm just living in grace and great gratitude and happy to be here with all of you. Glad you're better, Elaine. Really glad.
Yeah, I'm thrilled I'm better, and I'm so happy to see you guys. And congratulations. How can it get even better than this? Two new clients. That's awesome. Yay.
Yeah, the one that's most
Congratulations.
motivated is the one that's 3 hours away. So it's so funny.
Interesting how things happen. Oh man, Dorji, so happy to see you. How are things going?
Fantastic. Kelly, only look for the good. It's all going to be good.
I have to
I
tell
was
you
invi-
first, I take cold showers also, Dorothy. So don't let them bad talk to you about your cold showers. I don't stay in like you do. I just get in right away when it's freezing cold and then it changes.
But that's good enough because you get a shock, and that will rejuvenate your brain cells.
They say that if you can take
I
a cold shower, you can do anything. So that's part of it.
I was invited to a spiritual loom on earning money, which I will use for my causes, and I'm all in. And already I signed up one person. I I'm getting stronger. I'm building muscle. I'm 75 years old, and I can't believe I'm building muscle. My legs are getting strong again. I'm getting my balance back, and I just got myself. When I do the brain yoga, it's just not enough. So I got myself a 40-pound uh, weight vest. and I most of the day I carry it, and I think it makes a difference anyway. When bushwhack, I go into my stadium of light and I get help. I get my family of light on stage, and I call all the angels. I completely forgot to ask the angels. When I went to Germany, they were with me all the time. But I felt so good, and I didn't think I don't know. I just forgot about them. And yesterday, Deborah reminded us, and she told us, like you can welcome them and then ask them to stay with you all the time. And today, I was in my stadium of light. I was there with all of you on stage, our guides, and infinite amount of angels, and I asked and I welcomed them, and then I surrendered, and I asked them to stay with us until we don't want them no more. So I think that's enough for now. I had a big win. My son has a phone company, and he asked me yesterday, the day before yesterday, to intention for him because in order to get the phone system working, they have to have the computer guys working and the carrier working. And he couldn't get the right person for 2 months. So he asked me to intention for him. He's going to the job. Guess what? He got to do the job, and it took him 5 minutes. He said he found the right person at the carriers, and everything is working.
Oh, that's perfect, Dorji.
That was a fast 2
Congratulations.
minutes.
I'm sorry. You always have a laundry list of things to celebrate, which is awesome.
Also, Kelly, I have to ask your permission that grace that I say every day, I gave it to some other people. Is that okay?
Yeah, it really is so powerful, Kelly. I can't thank you enough for sharing that with me.
I'm glad you like it. My friend who
Yeah.
taught it to me is long up in heaven, so feel free. He's a devotee of Sai Baba. So it's Sai Baba would want us all blessing everything. Yeah.
Absolutely. And after reading that, I think it was Field of Glow, a friend of Deborah's, where he sees entities all the time. And he talked about how he blessed his food and he saw how it spread throughout everybody in the room. It blessed all of their food, all of them, all these angels and entities showed up. Yeah, I figure it can't hurt. I
Nice.
hold you in my heart every time I bless food
Thank
or
you. I
water.
accept. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, you know,
Yeah.
there's one story that I think we've heard on here before. Oh, there it is. Nice.
Hmm.
My Life with Angels. Nice. Um, One, there was a retreat somewhere or something, and there was arguing going on in the kitchen. And I don't know if it was Mother Teresa or Pema Chodron or somebody. She came in and she threw all the food away. And she said it's better not to eat than eat food that's filled with anger. Yeah. So thank you. I'm glad you guys like the blessing. Happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and talk about blessings. We get to hear from David today. What's been going on in your world, David? What can we help you celebrate?
Well, you can. I'm celebrating being here. Number one. So it was my birthday last week, so that's worth celebrating.
Happy birthday.
I have to say, I downloaded. I bought Inside Out 2. You know that movie? I might buy Inside Out 1, but I saw Inside Out 2 at the theater, and I was watching it yesterday, and I said, "Oh my God, that character Joy, that's modeled after Elaine. She is so upbeat." Have you seen that movie?
I haven't. I'll have to
I mean,
watch it.
when I saw it the first time, I mean, I'll use my whole 2 minutes with that. And when I saw it, I said, "Oh my God, this is an unbelievably important movie." Um, it's all about emotions, and in the second, in Inside Out 2, the young lady learns new emotions, one of which is anxiety. So I hadn't seen the first one when I saw the second, but anyway, okay. So I played in the senior Olympics hockey team, and now I'm playing once or twice a week, and that's fun. And trying to take it easy, um, and meeting more women, I guess, is the other thing. So that's sort of fun, um, and that's about it.
That's a
It's great to be
lot.
here.
That's great. Congratulations, David. Olympic hockey team? Jeez. You don't
Well,
you sign up for the coolest stuff.
it's a senior Olympics.
Even so, it's legit. It's hard work. Gee whiz, don't downplay that. That's wonderful. Congratulations. How can it get even better than this?
Thank you.
Man, oh man. Michelle, I'm so happy you're here. It's great to see you. You're looking good.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy here. This is my first celebration. I missed you guys last couple of weeks. I'm so sorry. I've been off, very off. I'm trying to get back on track. So, um, I'm celebrating that I am doing the Awake Method, and I got to see my great niece, about a week ago or so, and I love her so much. All love, all love. Um, she was hysterical, and I took her, and she stopped crying because she felt, the light. And my friend watched me say love, 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 and she just stopped crying, and it was so wonderful. And then I got triggered and ruined my night, but that's another story. And listen, at least I didn't hit anybody. That's how I look at it. It took me days to figure out what the heck is going on, but I did, and I'm still struggling with it, so I'm not ready to talk about it, but I will one day. I have there's something going on with my uterus. I have to go get surgery before I can get approval for brain surgery. and I'm going to get a test, and they said we'll see what happens. It could go one way or the other. Either I get to keep my uterus or I don't. It's that simple. I know that the divine has it covered, no matter what it is, and I still have a urinary tract infection because I can't get anybody to give me intravenous antibiotics apparently, but that'll change, especially if they have to do this procedure because you have to be out. And am I done? Is that my? I've been going to my meetings. I haven't. I'm still not consistent with them or anything else in my life really, other than showing up as often as I can and getting out of bed every day. And I'm grateful. I'm blessed and I'm grateful. I got to spend time with Holly's family and we had a nice time, but she's mad at me still. She has every right to be. I destroyed her that day and I felt terrible after the fact. Okay, that's me. I'm
I'm
trying.
super proud of you for coming here. How can it get even better than this? This is the key. You are connected to our energy. And when you're not feeling it, we all have moments when we don't feel it. And you didn't miss anything last week because my voice was gone. I was out sick. I have a cold still. I'm almost over the cold. I still have a cough. And that's why I'm doing the cough drops. But yeah, you missed that because there was no meeting last week because I wasn't up for it. So I'm really grateful to you to make the effort to join us today because this is the on switch. You've been feeling off. By the end of this, you're just going to be in this upward trajectory and you're really going to be owning your power again. So kudos to you for making yourself a priority.
Thank you
I
so much.
really appreciate you.
And I appreciate all of you.
Awesome. Archana, I know you're there somewhere and it's your turn. We'd love to celebrate you. Maybe she's there somewhere. Are you in a situation where you can unmute and share, Archana? Okay, I'll go ahead and share. I'm feeling better. Yay! That is a huge win. There's nothing like
And
not
so do
feeling so
we.
hot.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, man. So much nicer to be able to get together with you guys and celebrate. I mean, it just makes a big, big difference. I am super excited because I spoke with a producer for a show called Coast to Coast AM Radio. I spoke with him on Monday. And he was really pushy and aggressive and like pushed back on everything I said. And I just kind of kept trying to respond to him. And I was happy and upbeat. And I started laughing because it was just kind of ridiculous how pushy he was being, right? And it turns out that Coast to Coast Radio, I'm going to be on a week from today on Wednesday, February 19th from midnight to 2 a.m. Pacific time. I know. Apparently, you can opt in and then you can listen to the recording later. But I had to send them 20 questions that they can ask me, and I've already prepared all my answers and stuff, so I'm not caught off guard in the middle of the night when I'm half asleep. And so they'll ask me some questions, and then it's open season, and they take calls from people, and I answer calls from total strangers live over the air for 2 hours. And I can't wait. It's going to be a blast. I mean, after that conversation, in the past, I would have been really put off by that. I would have turned away from that and tried to avoid that. But this time, I was energized by it. I was excited by it. I was thrilled to have this opportunity to participate in this way with somebody with that kind of an attitude. And I know that this is going to be just an amazing experience. So then it gets even more interesting. I'm going to go a little over my time. I spoke with my publicist who got me on Coast to Coast, and she said the host, George, if he really likes me, if they think when they like me, when they think I do a good job, they will fly me to Denver to be on his Gaia TV show. So I'm holding the space that's what's happening for me.
Wonderful.
And yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. I've also pulled my coaching program together. I've got a whole structure for putting together a powerful presentation, for putting together great training. And I've been practicing more forgiveness. This is something I circle back around to every once in a while because, life gets busy and you don't really think about it. But it turns out that we have stuff stuck to us that are things that we took out of context, especially when we were a kid and we didn't really understand it. And so we've made up all these stories about what things mean about other people and about ourselves. And that old energy is stuck to us and preventing us. It's like the core wound that you were talking about. It prevents us from truly being our higher selves. So I have a forgiveness uh, affirmation that I say to really release all of that old negative energy. So I'm happy to share that with everybody later. But Archana's back and it's her turn. And
Yeah, hi.
Peggy's joining us. Hey, Archana.
Hi, guys. Sorry, my phone was giving me a hard time unmuting.
I just
And
want to ask, Elaine, I want to ask you a clarification question. So
Sure.
that means next Wednesday, when we're all here at
It's
3:30
pre.
Pacific time, that night
Yep.
at midnight,
Yep.
or the night before at
No,
midnight,
that night at midnight.
after we've met.
Right. On Thursday. Technically Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Just checking.
we'll probably hold an intention today for it and again next week. But
Good idea.
yes. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Cool.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you. It's exciting. All right, Archana, what's up? What can we help you celebrate?
yeah, hi. I'm sorry, I'm in the dark here because at night we keep the lights low, as you can tell. Let's see. So yeah, I was having a pretty rough week, and then today I just said I can't do that anymore. Actually, I had a great week, but then something happened with my energy all along. It could be the lack of sunshine. I don't know. Whatever it was, I was like done with it today. And I said, I've got to switch this gear. Like I cannot like be sitting here helping a ton of people when I'm feeling like this. So I got up earlier than usual. I did sky breath and I did, I sitting up TM instead of lying down. Sometimes I do it. And then I had my mango happy juice. And I also must say that that does have a little caffeine in it, which I normally don't drink caffeine. But the happy juice also has lion's mane. And I did writing, artists, way morning pages, and just got so much done and felt better. And I have the regular happy juice every day, but maybe I just do need a little green tea or green cocoa beans. So I just felt like everything flowed and I stood up for myself with my family, set some boundaries, although it took me through some and by the way, a lot of emotions coming up because that's what happens with Sky. So um, I don't know. I just feel like I'm healing at a very, very deep level with some childhood feelings, and that I'm really still enjoying all the arts and crafts and poetry in my community. And now I can see that I may need some exogenous help in order to get my writing out. And I've been organizing my podcasts onto one YouTube channel and actually joined a podcast Facebook page. So I just feel like everything's going to flow, but parts of me get in the way. And I'm a parts therapist, so I've been doing IFS since 1991. So I know Dick Schwartz and the team that made the Inside Out movies. So that's kind of what I do. So I just really am grateful that I'm in a more centered and grounded part because I was in a bit of a yucky part for a few little hours here and there. Very bizarre, but it's good. It's all good. Holy, holy.
Congratulations, Archana. How can it get even better than this? And thank you for joining us. As Michelle was pointing out, the time you need this meeting is when you're not feeling it. This is the perfect place to be because we will help you lift your energy back and remind you of who you truly are. And I always share with people, we're weebles. We wobble, but we don't fall down, right? We're supposed to go out of alignment so that then we can go back into alignment. Being out of alignment is not the problem. It's not going back in that becomes the problem. So, yeah, you've got this, and kudos to you for what you're doing. We really appreciate you being here. And the gorgeous Peggy was able to join us today too. Yay, Peggy. What can we help you celebrate?
Oh, a few things. Did you get my email saying I'd be late?
I didn't because I was in the meeting already.
Okay. No, well, I sent it before that.
I'm so sorry I didn't see it, but you're here now.
Yes, that's what the important thing is. Well, I'm recovering very nicely from my gum surgery from last Friday. So that's a good thing. Um, I said, okay, my next major focus is starting to pack. I folded up my easel, and so no more painting till I get to Florida. And I told you I finished one, and this is the one I finished. And that's Angels of Love. So that's fun. Um, I had my first conversation with the Balboa rep. So I'm going about that. I noticed on Monday when I was out running errands, and especially at the library, that everybody smiled at me. I mean, it was just remarkable how many smiles were coming up in the universe. And I also said no to a friend's request that would have taken about 5 hours, 4 hours on Thursday. And I went, no, I've got an appointment that interfered with that anyway. And so that was a tough no, because then she's going, well, why not? And I'm going, excuse me. And a biggie was realizing that this last 2 years of health challenges have been because I've was in fear about moving forward with this book that is so very personal. And so recognizing that was huge.
Ah,
So it's been a busy few days.
it sure sounds like it. Congratulations. How can it get even better than this? Wow. I'm so glad that your recovery is going so well and you're feeling better. That is fabulous. I love the painting. Absolutely love the painting. For some reason, turquoise, I always think of you with turquoise. You look fabulous in every color, but
I
turquoise just
love turquoise
so pretty.
and
So
pink
pretty. Mm.
and purple.
Well, we've got lots of intentions to do, and Angela's going to start us off, but I want to check real quick. Does anybody need to leave early or leave urgently? Make sure you let me know. But in the meantime, Angela, what can we help you do in the way of intentions?
Well, first I have to say one more thank you to you, Elaine, for your lovely little not recommendation. What do you call it? Reference for
Oh,
the healing
refer. Yeah,
referral.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, just to in love and light, I hold the intention for myself and all of us to value time and really do what is the most important to do in each moment with ease and joy and love. And so it is. Thank you, Divine. Thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. Oh, that was really beautiful and very powerful. I think it's something that we all want to do is use our time wisely and make sure that things are easy and grace, beautiful. Yeah, love that. And it was so good you brought Arlene in. Oh, hey, Arlene, so glad you could make it. We just started doing intentions. And so when we get
Excellent.
to you, we will celebrate you and then intend with you. But we're
Okay.
about to hold an intention for Julie. Julie, could you unmute? What would you like some energy around?
Yay! Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I need some support in physical healing and just I'm not sure how to say that. Maybe you can help me, Elaine, that there's a lot of physical pain right now, and I'm checking out all the modalities and hoping that the divine will guide me. I don't know how to say that, but can you help me with that?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
In love and light, we hold the intention that Julie and all of us easily and joyfully release all physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual discomfort, opening ourselves to receive infinite divine love and healing so that we enjoy vibrant well being and we thrive in every moment. Thank you, divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. We give thanks, and so it is. Julie, I just received a message to do a special session at the end of this, and I'll stop the recording and then I'll start it again. Anybody who wants to stay is welcome to stay, and it'll be a special healing session. If that serves you, I would be happy to serve you
Yes.
that way.
Thank you. Thank you. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
May I add something too?
Sure, sure.
Through the intention, I remembered something that Greg Braden said when he was talking about how our DNA retains the toxins and the toxic emotions even of our ancestors. And just like regular toxins will harm us, we can get rid of physical toxins or emotional toxins from our ancestors in the past. When we do that healing, and like just the healing you were mentioning, the any kind, like the clearing of our emotions, because any stuck emotion causes dis-ease in the body. And so he said the way to get rid of them is through the meditation and the healing, getting clearing your body of all of the old stuck emotions. And then he said you'll actually notice something in you, even as you're detoxing emotionally or physically, you'll start to experience it in your sweat, in your pee, in all of your elimination, your body will start to like you'll taste metallic tastes and stuff all of a sudden because your body's detoxing. And so all these things will happen as we, do the clearing. So I'm so glad you're going to do that healing thing. I hope I can stay for it.
Sure. Awesome. Thank you. And Ruthie, it's your turn. So
Oh, it's my turn. Oh,
yeah.
well, gosh, I've been just going through so much like emotional healing myself, because well, all of us, who doesn't have things to overcome, right? So I am just so grateful and thankful. And I feel so blessed that I feel the same way. I accepted what Angela intended for and what Julie intended for. So I think the only thing I can add to that is that I stay focused. And it's kind of the same thing that Angela was saying, so that I can basically finish not get distracted, basically, and stay focused on remembering that the angels are with me all the time, because that's the thing. I just have to remember, I need to remember to call upon the divine for help at every moment. So in love and light, I hold the intention that we recognize the divine and relinquish all our cares to the heavens and accept divine help. And thank you, thank you, thank you, divine. It is done.
We give thanks, and so it is.
Thank you so much. Mhm.
Yeah, it's so true. It's interesting. Hocus pocus focus. Yeah, that's right, Georgie. Hocus pocus focus. Every time we feel resistance of any kind, it's that we don't have quite the right perspective on it. We're thinking that we've got it all figured out. But if we could just take a different angle on it, we might be able to see a new perspective, a new solution, a new approach, a new resource, a new something that would make that whole thing just dissolve effortlessly. And I love what you were saying about being open and willing to notice divine guidance, call on divine guidance, and welcome it in. Great, great, great reminder. And thanks for bringing that in. I'll take that too. I'll have one of everything. Kelly, you get to have an intention. What would you like some energy around?
Well, that's a good question because what I was going to say has already been said in multiple ways. But first, I want to say that sometimes I forget to call on the angels, and then something will happen, like a carrot will roll and I'll catch it. And somehow that's like, oh, angels, thank you for doing that for me. And then I remember that's something about catching things. I don't know. It always reminds me of the angels. And I also want to celebrate that I got news in the mail that I had a mammogram a couple weeks ago and I am free and clear. So yay, 15 years cancer free. So I want to celebrate that with all of you. So let's see. My intention, in love and light, I claim for each and every one of us that we let our light shine, that we are citadels of peace and beacons of light, and our love flows from us to bless others, that each and every one of us are prospered beyond our wildest dreams, so that we may contribute to the upliftment of humanity, to our own selves and our own families, but also to all people everywhere, that we can be that catalyst for good in the world. And we are guided on just how to bring this about easily, effortlessly, gracefully. It is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. Oh,
Thank
wow. There was a lot of energy around that, Kelly.
That felt great. Thank
It
you.
really did. Thank you for bringing that in. Well, from a citadel of light to a stadium of light, Dorji, it's your turn. What would you like some energy around?
And from the citadel of light and the stadium of light, now from the city of light, we're gonna spread this message with the speed of thought into the whole multiverse, and all will be perfect.
We give thanks, and so it is. Held out for as long as I could, but there you go.
That means that it is done.
Yes, it did. It meant it was done. And it's time to have another swig of water. That was so beautiful.
Yes.
That was really profound. Thank you, Georgie. I loved that. Well, David, this is going to be hard to top, but it is your turn. You get to have some yummy energy for whatever you like.
Well, considering the very, very unusual planetary alignment, over the next few years. How about just trying to hang on tight to the wild ride coming up? Stay in flow.
Absolutely. I had to hear that flow thing. We'll support you with that, David, starting right now. We give thanks, and so it is. Ooh, wow. There's just a whole lot of energy in the air, period, today. There's a lot happening. And yeah, all the planets are aligned. And it's a very interesting time we live in. It was funny, a friend of mine sent me a silly joke thing. And supposedly Dr. Laura was talking about homosexuals on her show, and that the Bible says, such and such about homosexuals. And somebody replied back and said, Laura, I am your biggest fan, and I so agree with you. Absolutely everything in the Bible is spot on. In fact, and he quotes what the section is in the Bible. It says that it's okay to have slaves as long as they're not from your country. I've always wanted to own a Canadian. I thought it was so funny, just hysterically funny. And he's a theologian or something. He studied the Bible at length. So he really knows, and he knows what to quote. And it's just like, we need to be present in this day and age. Yes, we celebrate spirit, however we are called to do so. And there's so much more. Some of the uh, things that were relevant in the day are not relevant now. So tuning in to what is really the best thing for us and being led by that divine guidance, that's what it's all about. It really is. And also taking life with a grain of salt, we got to be able to respond. Well,
We're not Canadians then.
no, you probably shouldn't own Canadians. Hey, Angela. Okay, it's time for Michelle. Michelle, what would you like some good energy around?
You, I, my phone is, I call it enchanted. It does what it wants. Um, sorry. In love and light, I, I bless everybody, all being, with joy and love, peace and kindness and open-mindedness, radiant, vibrant, pain-free health in every way possible, love, and only good things, and people that believe in the same thing, and that they be inside their soul with the divine. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
We give thanks, and so it is. Michelle, just a reminder, I already did this for you, but hire attitude adjustment angels for yourself first, and then for everybody that you encounter. And what they do for you is they help you focus on the love that's present in the moment. They help you focus on what is working in your life, all the little blessings that are there for you, like your great niece and how much love you felt for her, that she was just the embodiment of love. And yes, the things that can irritate you are still present, but with attitude adjustment angels, you're so focused on the love that anything that might irritate you is suddenly really funny. It's just ridiculous. Like you can't help but laugh, or you don't even notice it. Like it's like not even on your radar. It blends into the background. That's what I love about attitude adjustment angels. It puts a smile on my face that I just can't stop smiling and celebrating other people. And as a result, they feel so great. They're smiling back and they're celebrating back. So, just a little tip whenever you're feeling down, those attitude adjustment angels, they rock.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Also, I had another image while I was intending for Michelle, and that was that I saw all like asked the angels to surround her with like rings of protection, like all around her, so that anything, all the negativity would be gone. And you know how they say that in our aura, wherever we have negativity from, say bad experiences, and sometimes just by being, say, we were around somebody and some of their negative thought forms like stuck to us or something. Well, in addition to like stopping for a minute and recognizing, wait a minute, maybe this isn't my problem. I accidentally picked up a tramp spirit or something from somebody else. And so after you cleanse yourself, like wash your hands and say, shake off your fingers and say, God, please, take away all the negativity and help me remember that my life is with you and joyful, and your presence is joyful and loving. And this isn't me. My real self is full of joy. And so I saw all these angels coming in, like with little, flinging their little like light arrows, so to speak, filling up all the dark spots of whatever that were in your aura from other people's negativity. Because I think being a sensitive person, as most of us are here, we need to shield ourselves from all other people's negativity. So anyway, so that's something that I am intending for you.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I love the imagery. It's so fun. All right, Archana, are you ready for some yummy energy?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. All the prayers and intentions have been really helpful. And I'm so grateful for David mentioning the Inside Out 1 and 2, because that's kind of where I've been, like in some parts that are needing some healing, some exiled parts. And just really at the same time, knowing that the centered self is connected to the higher self and all the C qualities are there. So I guess for me, I've just really been grateful that I have some affirmative partners, prayer partners who are also IFS therapists by chance and practitioners of CSL. So lucky, right? So what really I'm praying for is to stay centered and grounded. That's actually what Jim's energy healing is about tonight too, interestingly enough. But being centered and grounded as I go forward in the rightful work, the rightful abundance, that's all coming our way for all of us. being centered and grounded and compassionate and curious and creative. So all the C's are highly necessary and needed. So yeah, just staying in this place of knowing that everything is unfolding in divine and right order. And I continue to ask for intentions for my son, who is still looking for something creative and rewarding and financially good too. So yeah, abundance for all of us and centeredness. I just really know that all the divine beings and angels are supporting that in love and light right now.
We'll support you with that too, right now. We give thanks, and so it is. Oh, wow. So beautiful. I feel so much peace and grace after that. That was really remarkable. Thank you, Archana.
Thank you, everyone. I felt a lot of love, a lot of good things coming to all of us.
In fact, it was so strong. David Edgar is joining us now. How cool is that? OMG. Awesome. Well, I'm going to let him connect and then we're going to hold an intention with Peggy. So, Peggy, if you want to get ready. Oh, he disappeared again. Okay, he'll be back. There
Did we
go.
hear Arlene's celebrations?
Not yet. She's next after Peggy.
Just making sure.
I appreciate that. And hopefully David will be back in a second. All right, Peggy.
Okay. So my intention is that I am and that we all are fulfilling our divine purpose, living from our highest self vantage point, connected to source, and experiencing vibrant health, prosperity, happiness, and peace. Thank you, divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. David, your timing is perfect. We're so glad you made it, David Edgar. And we're about to celebrate Arlene, and then we're going to do her intention. We'll celebrate you and do your intention. And yeah, good stuff. Got the
Thank
whole
you.
crew
Thank
here.
you. So
I
nice
want
to
to
see all these shiny, smiling faces.
first I want to say to Peggy, prosperity and peace. How does it get any better than that? Great job. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Okay, so it's my
It
turn.
is. Go ahead. What can we help you celebrate?
Let me just give you a couple things first. I heard from Carolyn. She couldn't make it tonight, but she sends love to everybody. Okay. And then also, I tried to get everybody's addresses and I had sort of mixed results. Ruthie, I got your email with the little angel thing, but it didn't have your address on it that I could find. It must have been there somewhere, but I kept looking and I couldn't find it. But it was a lovely little thing. So what I've done is I've put my phone number in the chat, and if you can either text me or even call me, and then I can write it down, or you can leave an email with your address. Then I will send out the uncirculated $2 bills that I still have, and I'm going to. I think Elaine, I have yours, but I don't know. But if everybody who wants to be part of this would text me, if you see my phone number there, 505-900-1702. So if you can do that, that'll be great, and I will get this out. It's been a couple of weeks. I was going to say something last week, but of course, we didn't meet. Anyway, okay. So, what do you want? What do I want to celebrate? Well, one thing I want to celebrate is last Thursday, I put together job fairs. That's what my job is. And I have a quarterly, a big job fair. And last Thursday, I had a quarterly big job fair. 32 employers who all showed up. It wasn't as bad as herding cats. And we had 150 job seekers, which is more than has ever been in Sandoval County since my boss, who's been here 20 years, has been. So I got a lot of kudos for that from him and and from everybody else, from the employers and the job seekers. And I'm so grateful to be able to provide that service for people and to connect people who are needing jobs with people who have jobs. So anyway, that's delightful, and that's one thing that I can take great pride in having done that. I feel good about that. Plus, it's good job security too. Anyway, okay, so I have a friend who if you recall, when I was rehoming a couple of dogs for my friend Charlie, we got the dogs rehomed, and in the meantime, everything has been cleared out in his house, and his house has been sold. He's in assisted living, but he hasn't been doing very well. And the report now is that he's probably in the last few days of his life, that he's in the state of labored breathing and not being non-responsive. His son is coming up from Corpus Christi, Texas. His son Clay, and so Clay's going to stay at my house. He was supposed to come today, but he missed his plane, so he can't come till tomorrow morning. So by the way, I've been sending comfort angels to Charlie. So that he can at least feel comfortable, even though he can't respond and he can't. So anyway, here's my intention. And this will be for Charlie and for Clay. For Charlie, that his transition is peaceful, that he's comfortable, and that he stays alive until Clay is able to get here and say goodbye to him. And then my intention for Clay is that he feel the peace and release of having his father move on to the next phase of his life. Thank you, divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done.
We give thanks, and so it is.
Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And Arlene, there is so much love surrounding this entire situation.
Mhm.
So much love. And it was really interesting because I saw father and son chatting spiritually.
Okay.
And the son said to the dad, Dad, enjoy yourself at the party. I'll join you in a bit.
Good.
It'll be a few years, but
Yep,
they'll meet up again at the party.
absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. That was beautiful. David's back, and I want to thank you for your persistence because you dropped out twice and you came back 3 times.
Yeah, well,
Awesome.
I want to I want to thank you for your understanding of my somewhat ineptitude. The first time I pressed all the buttons, not realizing I also pressed the red button that says leave. Um, and then I sat down without my computer being plugged in, and it decided to you know stop working, even though the battery's full. But yeah, yeah. So such a joy to see you all shining so brightly. Um, uh, and briefly, I had the privilege of Mind Valley. I've been a Mind Valley member, but I haven't been taking advantage of it. And they had a free thing where they were featuring their best reviewed or their most popular teachers of programs that they put on. And so it was both Saturday morning and Sunday morning, and included what's her name? The British lady,
Marissa Peer.
the Dick
Marissa
Method.
Peer.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, Marissa, and a feng shui expert named Marie Diamond,
Yep.
and Paul McKenna, who's all about hypnotherapy, as well as a Kundalini expert who I'd never heard of before, which was fascinating, and all kinds of stuff. And Vishen, who's the founder of Mind Valley, spoke twice. The first time he spoke, he was talking about how much technology is moving so fast that the rate of change is moving so fast. So what he said during that was that 2025 will be the last year of things happening at a normal pace or somewhat normal pace, because something along the lines of one of the things he said was that the computing power is soon to exceed all of the brain power of any human, all the humans on Earth combined. Crazy, mind-blowing stuff. But yeah, it was the combined totality of it all was quite enriching. Anyhow, and a little bit of good news. I somehow heard about a job opening with a spiritually themed website company that they also do luxury travel tours, like to Machu Picchu in Peru and to Egypt. Sure, some of you may have heard of Gaia, but their office is literally down the road, a 15-minute drive from my house. So and they want someone to do sales. So part of why I was late, I was thinking, oh yeah, today I'll start at 4:30 and join you guys at 4:30, but it didn't happen. But I was, for the application, it included recording a 3-minute YouTube video. So yesterday I did that, and then today I I figured out how to upload it to YouTube since I had never done that before today. So, yeah, so I want to do an intention about that.
Well, let's do that intention.
Okay. Um, okay. We hold the intention that my resume and my application for the position at Gaia will be carefully and thoughtfully reviewed by the right people who can see the spark of joy in my application and my video and information and can automatically understand that I'm the best position for the job so that I can be hired to work there this spring or something even better than that. Thank you, Divine Creator. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it is done.
We give thanks, and so it is.
One last little detail. During my Lyft driving, I have given rides to people who work at Gaia. So it's been kind of cool going to there. It's kind of a big campus of like 3 or 4 buildings. And last summer, I met a woman who had come from Australia to attend a conference there at their site, which included um, a speaker she was expressly wanting to see in person from Egypt, who was an expert in symbology or Egyptian symbols. And also, the morning after this week, the morning after I found out, actually, it was yesterday, after I found out about this opening, I got out 7-ish, 7:15 in the morning, and did my Lyft driving. And my first ride was to pick up someone in Boulder going to Louisville. And only as we got closer did I realize that person I was bringing to the Gaia office. So
How cool is that? Well, I'm
we
going to
shall
layer
see.
on the cool factor, David, because you didn't hear this when I was doing my celebration. I'm going to be on a show called Coast to Coast AM.
Yay.
It's a week from today at midnight to 2 a.m. Pacific time, my time. And it's one of these talk show kind of things where they're kind of aggressive and they ask you all these questions and put you on the spot, and then you take live callers. And
Wow.
it's going to be fun. Well, I found out that the guy who hosts it, George somebody, when I do a good job, not if, when I do a great job, they might pay all expenses for me to go to Denver to go be recorded for his show on Gaia. So
Wow.
when that happens, I will hook you up and I'll make sure you
Awesome.
give me all my rides and stuff. So,
Yes.
yay!
Thank
How
you.
can it get even
And
better
so
than
great
this?
to hear, so great to see you looking healthy and happy and healed, Elaine.
It's wonderful to actually have a voice again. I so appreciate that. I am going through the cough drops like nobody's business, but that's okay. All right.
So I just want to acknowledge another celebration that with the tariffs on steel and aluminum, it's going to affect the craft brewery industry. And so I was thinking about you this morning when I read that I'm glad you didn't get a job at a beer place and then get laid off. So
Yeah,
much better.
Angela's been telling me for years I need to retire my brewsupply.biz email address. And I think you're right, Angela. It's probably time to move on.
That's awesome. Well, I want to do a quick intention for Mena and Catherine and all of our wonderful Yes to Success alumni family that can't be here with us today. In love and light, we hold the intention that Mena, Catherine, and all of those who support this group are surrounded by love and blessings. They feel their angels with them through every moment of every day, divinely guided and blessed beyond imagining. In deepest gratitude, thank you, divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. We give thanks, and so it is. Love you guys, and we miss you, and we can't wait for you to join us again. But you get the recording until you get us live. So I do want to support you with an intention as well, but I need to give a little bit of explanation because I'm taking two different concepts and I'm squishing them together, and it won't make sense unless I explain it first. So as we continually enhance in consciousness, grow in awareness, grow in spirituality, it's almost like you imagine you're climbing some stairs and finally you get to a landing and you're like, whoo, man, that was a hike. Right. And you're just so grateful that you made it to this new level of understanding. And you just want to hang out here for a while because you've been puffing like nobody's business. And after a while, it becomes old news and you're so used to it. And it's kind of been there, done that. And it gets, frankly, kind of boring, you know? It's like, really? This is it? This is all I got? All that means when we get to those spaces where we're feeling irritable and out of sorts and uncomfortable and unhappy, we've gotten to a level of comfort that is no longer comfortable. Why? Because we are here to grow. We're being prompted to expand again. Start the next flight of stairs. There's nothing wrong with you. It's not a mistake that you're feeling the way you're feeling. It's because the divine is giving you a gentle kick in the tushy to get you to walk up the stairs. Okay. So that's the first idea. The second concept that I want to bring into play in my intention, especially with last night's intention, one of the messages that came through very loudly, because I was talking about how when you have a desire you want fulfilled, you have an objective. Peggy's got her book that she wants to write. It's been on her heart for a long time. So does Ruthie, and everybody has an objective that they want to achieve. Well, when you feel a sense of urgency, like I really want this and I want it now, that emotional intensity where I've got to have it, I just got to have it, and yesterday would be great, that actually pushes it away from you. Instead of getting your energy up and getting you excited and making it easy for you to welcome it into your life, you're accidentally pushing it away. So, what you want is a low level of emotional intensity around whatever you want to create. If you want to feel comfort in your body, you don't want to be stressing over, I got to have that now. You want to just easily release anything that's happening in your body and welcome in the new comfort. The divine was reminding me last night that one of the easiest ways to let go of that emotional intensity is to practice. So even though your book isn't done yet, you imagine that it is. And you visualize with your body everything that's happening, and you feel the emotions as if it was already complete. You already are working for Gaia, David, and it just feels amazing. And you love the people you're working with. You're making sales hand over fist. They are blown away by how productive and effective and charming you are. So you feel those sensations in your body now, and you get so used to it that you don't feel that harsh intensity anymore. It's just, you're so used to feeling that way. It's like you've already hit that landing. I'm already there. I'm already on the landing. So I don't really have to pay that much attention to it anymore. It's coming in perfect divine timing. And I'm already living it because I can live those emotions right now, even without having this desire fulfilled yet, knowing that it's on its way and welcoming its arrival. Okay. A long setup. My apologies. Okay. In love and light, we hold the intention that we welcome our new adventures with joy, excitement, delight, and wonder, experiencing them as if they are real and true for us in the present moment. Grateful for this amazing experience and perfect unfolding. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. We give thanks, and so it is. Wow, you guys really, really brought the energy with that. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. As always, a spectacular experience. You blow me away. Thank you so much for being here.